How does a girl from the Caribbean end up in Sweden? Well, funny story, I was completing a bachelor's degree, intending to continue my studies in medicine. After shadowing a doctor, I realized it was a profession I admired, but I didn't see myself. Back then, I was working at Tiffany & Co., and my customers always suggested that I should pursue something more business-oriented. And as any millennial would probably do, I googled what to do with a biology degree. The Bioentrepreneurship program from Karolinska Institute in Sweden appeared on that Google search. It was the only master program I applied to. After being accepted, I moved to Sweden from Puerto Rico. I said goodbye to the place I knew as my home, and I decided to start a new journey. Moving to Sweden at 23-year-old was a big change for me. My first year was rough. I didn't fit in, I didn't have many friends, and the cultural shock was evident. I could best describe it as me being an explosion of colors from the Caribbean and Sweden being very black and white. The weather didn't help much either. I grew up in a place where I had summer weather all year long, and not seeing the sun during the winter was killing me. I was living in a dorm and shared a kitchen with 9 floormates. It was a great opportunity to make friends, but the sad part was that most of them were temporary because they moved away quickly. After finishing the first year, I had to take a sick leave and move back to Puerto Rico. I came back to Sweden in 2020, and that's when I decided to write my own story. I was determined to make myself happy despite my surroundings. I started having dates with myself, exploring the city, and seeing my life as an adventure. I felt free, I felt happy. I had a sense of calmness that I've never experienced before. I was in the process of doing my master's degree thesis when one day I woke up and called my sister, who was in Puerto Rico, and I told her I was considering staying in Sweden. She was pretty shocked to hear this. I remember a girl who said to me back in 2018 that Sweden is the kind of place that grows in you with time. And that's exactly what happened to me. I graduated in June 2021 and I decided to stay. I moved from the dorm life and now I share an apartment with my roommate. Today, I've learned to dance in the rain and I value my freedom more than anything. Being so far from home is hard sometimes, but I feel happy with the life I'm building for myself. I've made Swedish friends, which feels like the biggest accomplishment ever. I've learned to enjoy Avicii's music, ABBA has become my favorite band, and I love a good fika. A master's degree brought me to Sweden, but my heart was the one deciding to stay. I've built so much in Sweden during these past years, and leaving it all behind doesn't make any sense to me. Puerto Rico will always be my home, but Sweden has won a piece of my heart, and for now, is where I see myself being the happiest. Come and join me in this new chapter of my journey while I figure out life in Sweden. Grab some popcorn, it's about to get interesting.